Hello, May class, and welcome to your next computing lesson. This whole term, we have been focusing on internet safety. We've been looking at things like hacking and phishing and rules for internet safety. So we are going to continue a little bit with that today. Let me share my screen with you. And we're going to be looking at Internet Safety Day. So believe it or not, tomorrow, the 10th of February, is Internet Safety Day. Right, so as always, at the beginning of our lesson, we will remind you that if there's something online that you find concerning, it's always important that you tell a trusted adult, or you can also call Childline if anything is worrying you. So that is obviously there. If there's anything online while you're online that worries you or makes you feel a bit funny, make sure you talk to a trusted adult about it. So, like I said, tomorrow is Internet Safety Day. So, for our Internet Safety Day, we're going to be having a look at this website. So, let me share it with you. So, if I share my page with you, our Internet Safety Day is tomorrow, the 9th of February, will be Internet Safe or Safer Internet Day. So there's this website, and I will put it in the link below for you to have a look at, that tells you more about safer internet. So as with every year, Safer Internet Day is celebrated in the UK with the following theme: an internet we trust, exploring reliability in the online world. This year in the UK, Safe Internet Day explores reliability online. The internet has an amazing range of information and opportunities online, but how do we separate fact from fiction? So how do we know what is true, what's real facts, and what has been made up? So Safer Internet Day will be celebrated globally with the slogan, "Together for a Better Internet." So we will obviously be looking at a few of these things in this lesson, and then we are going to be discussing our Safer Internet Day quiz. We've got a quiz for you at the end that we can look at. Right, so if we have a bit of a look around the website, we get to this page here that has a film for you to watch about how to decide whether or not information is fake or real. The link will also be down in the description, and it looks at information about meerkats, and there are 4 facts that are given, and then the children discuss whether or not they think the facts are real and whether or not they think they are fake, and then they give a reason for it as well. So think about when you are watching something, where is it coming from? Is it a website you recognize? Has there been any extra information that maybe backs up what's being said? Do we already know something from somewhere else about meerkats and information about them that might be able to help us decide whether or not that information is fake or real? So pause the video now, watch the link about meerkats, and then come back and we can talk about it a little bit. Okay, as mentioned before, obviously there was information about meerkats, and we were talking about whether or not it was trustworthy, what told us it was trustworthy, how did we kind of see that, and there's a few points that we can think about. So when we're looking at the information, we look at who created it. We look at whether or not we know that it's from a trustworthy source. And we also look at the quality of the information. Are there any spelling mistakes? Does it look professional, or does it look quite simple? Is the information up to date? Do you think the information is based on fact or opinion? And what could be the thinking behind sharing the information? Okay. And then something else that we can think about is strategies that we could use to help us see whether or not the information that we are reading is reliable. And this could include checking the information using different sources, so other websites. You can check the information by searching on Kiddle or Google and seeing if another website comes up with the same information. You're referring back to a trusted source when you're unsure. So websites like the BBC website or educational sites are often quite reliable. We could look for offline sources. Could you find information about meerkats in a book or in newspapers or a TV show? You could ask somebody else for a second opinion, maybe a friend or someone with more knowledge about the topic. You can also check with a trusted adult. So have a look at the link that I've sent through, and we are going to carry on and think about now a quiz that you would be able to finish if you've looked at the website a little bit. So get your whiteboards and we're going to go through some questions. So you're watching a live stream of a popular gamer. They keep showing a cool new headset they've got and talking about how everyone should have one. They post a link in the chat of where you can buy it too. What do you do? Do you A, trust the gamer's advice? They're an expert after all, and click on the link to buy it. B, do some research and read some reviews to see how other people rate the headset before buying it. Or C, stick to the headset you already own for now. It works fine, and you'd rather take your time instead of rushing into a new purchase. So what do you think you should do? Would you do A, B, or C? You see a news headline online about two of your favorite internet stars having a feud and falling out over recently working together. What do you do? Do you click on the link or click on the article to find out more and check a couple of other places to see if they're reporting the same thing? Do you click on the article to see what it says, then share the link with your friends? Do you message your friends immediately as this is big news? Think about what we've just said about checking whether or not something is reliable. Okay, question 3. You watch a funny prank video where a man has tricked his partner into thinking he's chopped off his finger and decide to share it with your cousin who replies, ha ha, they're good actors, but it's definitely fake. What do you do? Do you scroll through the comments to see whether other people think the prank was faked, and watch some of their other videos to see if you can find any other clues that the prank has been faked? Do you message your cousins saying they're wrong? What would be the point of in faking a prank video? Or do you report the video? They shouldn't be allowed to post fake pranks. Which one do we think? And think about what we say when there's something inappropriate online. What do we do about it? So think about it. There is an exciting new dance trend that's gone viral and everyone is trying it out. You're supposed to post the video of your first attempt, but when you watch yours back, it doesn't look as good as the others you have seen. What do you do? Do you keep practicing off camera and post a video when you've got better, pretending it's your first go? Do you post your first attempt with a laughing emoji, then keep practicing and post another one when you've improved? Do you comment on all other videos accusing them of lying about being their first attempt and make sure everyone knows that the trend can't be trusted? What do you think you should do? Question 5 and 6. And remember, you only need to say A, B, or C for these. You don't need to write out the whole question. You receive a direct message from a close friend with a picture of some designer sunglasses that say 50% off and a long link to a website you don't recognize. What do you do? Do you click on the link? Your friend would only send you something they think you might be interested in. Do you send the link to someone else to see if they think the offer is real or not? Do you contact the friend who sent you a message another way and ask them if they sent it and where the link goes? Question 6. A friend from school sends you a message. It tells a creepy story and then says that if you don't send it to 5 people in the next 5 minutes, something terrible will happen. What do you do? You A, speak to an adult about what the message says and then delete it without sharing it on. Do you send an angry message to your friend about sending annoying messages? Do you send a message to 5 of your friends telling them not to read the next message and then forward the creepy story to them so nothing terrible happens? Questions 7 and 8. You've been chatting with an online friend for several months after you met on a fan page for a band you both like. They've just announced a concert coming up and you're desperate to go. Your friend messages asking if you want to go together. They'll even pay for your ticket. What do? Do you agree to go with them? You've been chatting for ages and it's nice to have a friend who likes the same things as you. Do you B, speak to your parents, a teacher, or another adult you trust about what your friend is offering? Do you C, send your phone number so you can speak about the plan more before deciding? And remember again what we've said about if you have anyone asking for this kind of information, what do you do? One of your favorite YouTubers is hosting a giveaway and you really want to enter. What do you do? Check the instructions carefully and weigh up what you have to do to enter is worth the possibility of winning the prize. B, follow the instructions straight away to give you the best chance of winning. C, ignore it. You never win anything anyway. 9 and 10. An older family member shares a news article they found online. You have read and quickly spot that some of the photos included in the article are from a different event that they say they are. What do you do? Do you A, tell your whole family that the article is fake and have a laugh at how silly your relative has been? B, say nothing, they're older than you, so it's not your place to criticize them. C, send the family member a private message to speak to them in person and let them know your concerns. And your last question, you watch documentary online that all your friends have been talking about but aren't sure whether it's true. It seems to be based on rumors and a lot of it has been quite exaggerated, so they've kind of made it a bit over the top. What do? You spend hours researching and reading about it online to try and get to the bottom of what is going on. Accept that even some factual shows may not be completely reliable as they're often produced for entertainment as well, but enjoy the show anyway. You see, believe it, even if it is just a rumor. It's much more fun and exciting if you pretend it's true. Right, so here are your answers. Right, 1. So if you are with the headset question, you would stick to your headset you already own. It works fine and you'd rather take your time instead of rushing into a new purchase. So before spending money, it's always important to check things, take your time, and don't rush into spending money. You see a news headline online about 2 of your favorite internet stars having a feud. What do? You click on the article to find out more and check a couple of other places to see if they're reporting the same thing. And this one goes to us saying, remember to check your sources. You can always check another page or another website and about the same thing. Okay. Question 3, you watch a funny prank video where a man has tricked his partner. You would scroll through the comments to see whether other people think the prank was fake and watch some of their videos, see if you can find any other clues. So making sure you're checking your the facts before messaging your cousin or anything like that. Question 4, there is an exciting new dance trend that's gone viral and everyone is trying it out. You're supposed to post a video of your first attempt, but when you watch yours back, it doesn't look as good as the others that you have seen. What do? You would post your first attempt you could post your first attempt with a laughing emoji and then keep practicing and post another one when you've improved and managed to finish it. Question 5 and 6, you receive a direct message from a close friend about your sunglasses. What you should do if you don't recognize the website is contact your friend who has sent you the message another way and ask them if they sent it and where the link goes. Because you should always check on links that you've been sent before you click on them. Okay. Right, a friend from school sends you a message. It tells a creepy story. What should you do? And we said, remember to speak to an adult about the message and then delete it. Don't share it. Speak to your adult and then delete the message. Question 7. You've been chatting with an online friend for several months after you met on a fan page for a band you both like, and they were obviously offered to buy you a ticket. What do? You speak to an adult, a teacher, or another adult you trust about what your friend has offered. You don't send them information. You don't agree to go with them. You speak straight away to an adult. One of your favorite YouTubers is hosting a giveaway and you really want to enter. What do? You should always check the instructions carefully and weigh up whether what you have to do to enter is worth the possibility of winning the prize. Questions 9 and 10. With your older family member sharing your news article they found online and then you spot there may be some issues with it, you should send your family member a private message or speak to them and let them know your concerns. And then the last one about the documentary that you think is a bit exaggerated. Sometimes you will find the answer to question B that some factual shows may not be completely reliable because they often are produced or they're made so that people can enjoy them. So sometimes they stretch the truth a little bit about them, but you can still enjoy the show. Right, so how do you think you did? Should you use the internet or do you need to brush up on your e-safety a little bit? You have done well, just need a bit more practice or a bit more checking up on things, and you are an internet safety expert. So which one do you think you are? Your tasks for today are as follows. I want you to think about everything that we have learned about e-safety. You are then going to create a spider diagram for all the things that you have learned. You are going to then make a set of e-safety rules for you and your family to follow. And then if you've got some time, you could maybe write a non-chronological report on how to stay safe online. And actually, we've already given you some of the paragraphs. You'd have an introduction, you'd have what are the risks, and you could have how to protect yourself as some of your paragraphs. So don't forget to share your information with us on Tapestry, and please make sure that your lessons are uploaded by 4 p.m.